Good morning, Scotland. Good morning, social media land. I hope you're well. It is Wednesday, the 4th of June, 2025. What if the most dangerous thing to Westminster isn't a referendum? What if it's not marches, hashtags, or polls? What if it's something simpler and far more powerful? What if it was a united Scotland? A Scotland where the independence movement, despite of its differences, has learned to function, to organise and to rise above ego. A Scotland that holds its nose if it must, but votes for itself anyway. A Scotland that doesn't flinch at media attacks or agent provocateurs. A Scotland that stops waiting for politicians to lead and starts behaving like a sovereign people. That is what Westminster fears. Not noise, not protest, but discipline. And if we can pull together for just one electoral cycle, just one, we become the most frightening thing that they have ever faced. A nation that knows what it wants, knows how to win it, and knows it doesn't need permission. The cause is king. Everything else, party, policy, personality, comes after. We don't campaign because we want a nicer version of devolution. We campaign because we want to end it. We want to stop Westminster rule. We want to remove their authority from our lives and replace it with our own. That's not a party objective. That's a national cause. That is a national objective. And everyone who shares that goal, regardless of how they vote, who they support, or what colour they wear, is part of the same movement. We may not like the way that every activist speaks. We may not agree with every decision of every pro-independence party. But we must stop seeing these differences as divisions. They're not. They're variations within the same rebellion. If we truly believe that the people of Scotland are sovereign, then we have to respect the people, not just the politics they support. Because if we can't respect each other, how can we expect the world to respect us? Politics is not the point. It's a tool we use to build momentum, change laws, express our will. Holyrood is a platform, not a destination. And every party in it, every MSP in it is meant to serve the cause, not their own career, not their brand. The job of a pro-Scottish Parliament is to serve the people of Scotland and to carry their sovereign voice. That includes those in government, in opposition, and those waiting for a chance to stand. It's easy to get caught up in party loyalty. We all feel it. But if we let loyalty override logic, we start making decisions that feel safe, but deliver nothing. If we want to be free, we have to be brave. And if we want to be brave, we have to be smart. That means treating the political arena like a battlefield, not a dinner party. Real rebellion isn't fury, it's focus. It's not about who shouts the loudest online, who gets the most applause at a rally. It's about who keeps their eye on the prize. Organised rebellion is discipline. It's choosing your battles. It's holding back when you want to lash out because there's work to do. It's standing beside someone you argued with last week because they're holding the same line as you. Westminster doesn't fear our disagreements. It fears our ability to move past them. It fears the day we stop being distracted by them. And that day can come in 2026, but only if we start acting like a movement again. Not a clique and not a club. A movement. Open, strategic and ruthless. Not to each other, but to the system that holds us down. We all have frustrations. We all carry disappointments. But we can't afford to turn those into excuses for doing nothing, for attacking our brothers and sisters. If we all held our nose and voted for Scotland in 2026 for a Holyrood filled with independence supporters, pro-Scottish MSPs, it would be clear it would be loud, and it would be more dominating than any demonstration that we have done in the past. It would tell everybody that we are not divided, that we are not distracted, we are not disorganised, but we are sovereign, we are focused, and we are here. That's the message Westminster cannot afford to listen to. That is the reality they hope never materialises. Because the second we get over ourselves, we become the most dangerous thing they have ever faced. A united Scotland, not just in spirit, but at the ballot box. One election, one message, one voice saying clearly, we are ready. Westminster's tried to break us 1,000 ways, through poverty, through propaganda, through political sabotage. They have tried to divide us through media bias, online provocation. They have fed our egos and whispered lies into our factions. They have sent agents to stir the pot and watched as we took the bait. But that does not have to define us, not now, not this close to victory. We know the truth, we know what they're afraid of. They are afraid of us working together just once. Just once. Because if we do, we win. And if we win, they will never get us back. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to agree. But we do have to function, because right now the biggest threat to the independence movement isn't Westminster, it's the people inside the movement who cannot let go of their egos long enough to see the bigger picture. Do you believe in independence? Do you believe in independence? You do. Then act like it. Act like someone who wants to win, not just wanting their football club to win. Act like someone who knows what's at stake. Our movement is not dying. It is fractured because we've forgotten how to work together. But we can change that. Let's be a movement again and not a mess. You don't have to like the people standing left and right of you. You just have to stand next to them long enough to walk across the finish line. And let's do that. Let's win this.
The same, the banner is clear, the future that's ours, but it's fractured with fear. Petty games and pride, tearing apart the dream of a nation, the hope in our hearts. Get over yourselves, you're dragging us down, squalling like children while the world spins around. The light of our freedom is fading away. Get over yourselves, stop standing in the way. Get over yourselves, stop standing in the way. Teams and tribes, it's a desperate show. The fire's still burning, but it flickers too slow. While Westminster grins, holding the chains. We bicker and barter, and nothing remains. Get over yourselves, you're dragging us down, squalling like children while the world spins around. The light of our freedom is fading away. Get over yourselves, stop standing in the way. Get over yourselves, stop standing in the way. The cause is too great, the time's slipping fast. We're stuck in the present, but the future's our past. If we don't unite, this chance will be gone. A fractured movement can never be strong. Get over yourselves, you're dragging us down, squalling like children while the world spins around. The light of our freedom is fading away. Get over yourselves, stop standing in the way. Get over yourselves, stop standing in the way. Years from now, when the dust has all cleared and independence finally appears, you'll look back in shame at the time that we lost. The price of your pride wasn't worth the cost. Get over yourselves, It's time to unite, the dreams within reach if we stand up and fight. Get over yourselves, no more delay. Together we rise or together we stay. Get over yourselves, get over yourselves. You're dragging us down, squandering like children while the world spins around. The light of our freedom is fading away. Get over yourselves, stop standing in the way. Get over